Now if you're struggling to make overhead lockers in your camper van, this video is just for you. I'm going to show you a really simple way to get around this huge problem that so many people come up against. It's so simple, in fact a child could do it. Let's get started. Well, here we are inside my Mercedes Sprinter, and as you can see I've got these nice overhead lockers. They're not too big. I didn't want them big. I didn't want to recreate that narrow gap like being in an aeroplane. They're big enough for what I need, and this is exactly what I want to try and recreate inside my Vario. Although the Vario is going to be a little bit more modern. I've got some more sophisticated hinges for the Vario, and also the latches are a little bit more sophisticated as well. But here's the thing, the build principle is going to be exactly the same. Really simple to build, no special equipment needed, really simple to install. Let's jump back into the Vario and I'll show you how I'm going to recreate these. Trust me, it's not that difficult. Okay, so after a lot of measuring, a lot of messing around, I've finally got my front to my overhead locker, and I've managed to cut it out of one piece of ply, including the doors. There are two crucial measurements, or three crucial measurements for this. One of them being the length, and the other one being these cross members here. This is the top, this is the bottom. I'm actually holding it up upside down. The reason I'm doing this is so I can demonstrate the crucialness, or the most important part, and that is this top section. Our batten is 20mm thick, and we need this top section to be twice as thick, so therefore it is 40mm. The reason it's 40mm is because of our hinges. Our hinges will eventually fix onto the top of here, inside. So imagine you're looking from inside the cupboard out. This is what it will look like. There you go, and it's important that we have these level so that our doors close and open with ease. Let me just swap this over and you'll see what I mean. So if I put that side, now you're looking from outside in. The hinges, these hinges are great by the way, they're sprung loaded. We don't need to use any gas struts or anything like that. These will actually hold the door open. When we come to fix these hinges, we'll have them like that. The door will go like this, which will allow our door to open and close really easily. But because these doors don't hinge, let me just shut it like this, hinge on this facing edge like a conventional hinge would do, like this, they actually hinge on the back edge. Therefore the door needs to drop down, and if you didn't have enough clearance, when the handles on your overhead locker will actually collide with your ceiling, leaving a nasty little mark. We don't want that, so that's why I've gone and done it like this. So we've got 40mm clearance between the front edge of the door and the ceiling of my van. Right, I hope that makes perfect sense. I'm sure it does. Now the other crucial measurement is this edge. So if I flip this over, I can demonstrate what we're going to be doing here. So that goes like that. And the bottom of our drawer is also going to be made out of the same ply. This is going to sit on top like that. You'll see it comes flush with this edge now. And the reason I've done that is, again, so that when our door closes, the catch on the door has got something to catch onto. Does that make sense? I'm sure it does. Right, next job I've got to do is actually glue this batten to the back of our front frame, making sure I get it the right way round. Yes, so this will be the top, and this is going to be the bottom. So my frame is all nicely sanded. I've glued the battens on the back. Now I'm adding where the hinges are going to go. I thought rather than put one big long strip along here, why not just put some blocks where the hinges are actually going to be positioned. Just saves on the weight, and it saves a little bit of timber as well. So I've marked 3 inches in from each aperture, and that's exactly where I'm going to glue these blocks, and then my hinges can screw to those like that. So now it's time to fit our hinges. Now these hinges are amazing. I will put a link down in the description where I got these from off eBay. If you do go there, make sure you get the ones with these little lip. There's like a lip there. I don't know if my camera can focus on that. You can see that lip? So what you do to fit these, you place it, and we've used this lip, put it up against our cabinet like that. You really can't go wrong with these hinges. Again, put this one here, you put it up against the cabinet there. To make life a little bit easier, I'll just show you this trick. We get a bradawl like this, or a scriber, make a little hole like that, and then a screw to grab hold of like that, and it's just easier like that. Sure as we get the screw right in the centre of the hole as well. Like that. So these are our hinges fitted. Now that we've put our doors, because we've got these guides, that is it. We simply bring these up to the guide and screw them into place. So I'm going to now put a hole in here to mark where our first screw is going to go. I'm using the slot because then I can adjust it side to side, hopefully. There we go. You're not going to do it all the way up because I want to be able to move it like this to adjust it for the side. The gap there is a lot bigger than the gap there, so we simply slide it over a little bit like that. Got a nice gap there, nice even gap. Yep, that's going to work fine. So we now lay it down flat, and we can put the rest of our screws in relatively easy. But most importantly, we can do these ones up tighter. There we go. So here we go. The moment of truth. There we are. So now when I open these cupboards up, the door will actually stay up on its own. There's no need for any gas struts or any other springs for that matter. When I want to close them, they will close. Those springs will actually hold that door shut. I'm still going to fit some push button latches though, just in case. These hinges have turned out way better than I even expected they would. Not only do they hold the doors open, they hold them closed as well. Bloody brilliant. Look at that. Now, like I said earlier, I will leave, 100% I will leave a link in the description of this video to where I got these hinges from. Somebody commented on my last video and said, that looks the dog's bollocks. You know what? I tend to agree. And then someone else left a comment and they said, looks a bit 60s. Well, that's okay, because I was born in the 60s. Oh, pardon me. And it is the style I'm looking at. I'm trying to achieve is like an old yachtess type style. I want it to look like a yacht. An old yacht. I'll explain why one day when I've got more time. Look at that. I couldn't afford to buy a yacht, so I built my own. My mate Dave will know. That's it. That's good enough. I'm going to leave those open. Make sure there's no runs on it. Oh, there are. Oh, it's too late now. It's done. So I've already got the holes in the ceiling. I've got the screws poking through where they've got to go. All I need to do now is hopefully line them up with those holes that I've already made, like that. Get me screwdriver. Screw that one up a little bit. I'll get in there, screw that one up a little bit, screw it a little bit more, a little bit more. Hey presto. Now you'll notice this is quite floppy. That's because the pilot holes that are drilled in that batten that's inside this, actually when I put the drill up, I actually wiggled it like this. Those holes are actually slots, and this allows me to adjust the angle of the dangle. And what I'm going to do now is get my set square and make sure that it is pretty square with the ceiling, because nobody wants a wonky cupboard now, do they? Using my head, I can hold it at the right angle. Get the screwdriver in the hole first, like this. Do it up. There we go, perfect. Yes, I like that. I'm happy with that. There we go. Nice. Should be good enough. Absolutely spot on. I'll tell you what, I could have got that better if I tried. Okay, next job, put our batten up along the back there. There we go, look at that. It's going to look like nuts, isn't it? Come on, how bad is that? Right, I'm going to cut a piece of ply now that I can screw up underneath, and then we'll do the sides. And it needs to be, because I've forgotten how long this is now, 77 inches long, and we know 10 inches wide, right? 10 inches, spot on. Right, let's go cut some ply. See how well this fits or not. That's pretty straight, that's pretty good. So I'm just marking it now so I know where to put the pilot holes to drill the holes through to screw it up. Okay, so you can see these lines that I've made each side. It's so that I can drill these preset holes from underneath or from down that way, so I can put my screws in from underneath that way. Makes sense now, right? Okay, so let's now put this in place. I could do that, couldn't I? I don't need the door handles, I'll just use the little finger holes. No, Mel, that looks shit. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and scribed in this end piece. You can see, really simple, it's just another piece of 12mm ply. Fits in there perfect. I need to finesse it a bit, I've got to sand it down. But anyway, you get the idea. There you go, it is a really simple way to build an overhead cupboard in any camper van. Right, all I need to do now, let's knock that out, is put a batten down here, and the batten along the top, screw that to the wall, and then screw the end cap to that, and that'll make it really strong. Also, I need to make 2 more of these, one for each divider inside the actual cupboard. Right, that's my next job. So here we go, this is what it's ended up looking like. I'm getting quite excited now because we're coming close to the end. I've put my little batten up there so I can now screw this panel here, and I'm not going to glue it. Oh, sorry about that. I was going to glue it in place, but now I've decided, because I'm going to add electrics to this cabinet, I'm actually just going to screw that one in place. But this one on the inside, if it will come out, this one I will glue in. I'm going to glue it down the leading edge and along the bottom. And the reason I'm going to do that is because if ever I want to remove this cupboard, all I've got to do is undo the screws that go up, the screws that go up under there, and the whole thing will come off of the wall. And these dividers will hold it all together. They'll hold the bottom to the front of the cupboard. You can see I put dividers here, a divider there, and I've got an end cap there as well. I'm going to do exactly the same maybe the end cap not. Yeah, I'll do the end cap as well. I'll glue it down this edge and along here. And then, like I say, if ever I do decide to remove this cupboard, it will come off in one piece. Right, only for case you're wondering what this hole is for, this is because I'm going to fit this socket on the inside of the cupboard, and then this cupboard here can become like a charging station. Maybe I'll put my camera in here, keep it permanently uncharged, and if ever I need to grab my camera on a spare of the moment, I can just simply flip the lid, grab my camera, knowing it's fully charged, ready to go to film action for your viewing pleasure. He says candidly. Right, so all I need to do now is actually glue these into place, and once they're glued into place, I can then varnish the whole thing, and when that varnish is dry, I can add my light under here. That's going to go up under there. My light switch, like I say, on the side. And the reason I'm doing this is because when I come into my van at night, I've got a nice switch that I can hand. It's to hand. I can flick that switch, turn the lights on, because my main switch panel is right over there. And I don't really want to be climbing through my van at night. Make it sound like it's a long distance, but it's not. I know. I just like to have a light switch close to hand. And I think it'll look really nice as well. Right, enough waffling. Let's get this thing finished. So there you go, here's my cupboard. This is what it's ended up looking like. It's all finished, all but one knob, because I didn't order enough. But I've ordered another one. It should be here in a couple of days. Look at my light though, doesn't it look great? Let me just turn it on so you can get the full effect. There you go. Absolutely love this. It's going to give us a nice ambience when we sit here and have our evening meal, or even when I'm working. Because, you know, it's nothing worse than the glare of lights on your computer screen. Anyway, I'm a little bit worried now looking at it, because the element in this bulb does look quite fragile. So I'm kind of thinking, will it last? Will the first bump I go over, is it just going to collapse and fall apart? I don't know, but let's hope it does last. If it doesn't, then I'm just going to have to replace it with an LED or something like that. But anyway, the main thing is the cupboards are done. You can see what they look like. Hopefully this video helps somebody out who is building overhead cupboards and they're a bit stuck on ideas on how to do it. Really simple way to do it, really effective, and these are really strong as well. They're not coming down. Brilliant. Well, there you go. Hopefully you found this video mildly entertaining, slightly informative. If you did, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here, please do consider subscribing to my channel. After all, it's completely free, but it does help me out immensely. And if you did enjoy watching this video, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy watching the video up on your screen now. I'll see you there. You dig?